Welcome everyone to the Hamilton County Board of Elections meeting. Today is December the 12th, 2023. We're calling the meeting to order at approximately 8:32. Proper notice has been given as required under the Ohio Revised Code 121.22. We're going to begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance and asking anyone that has served our country or serving our country to lead us in the pledge. Thank you, and thank you for serving. Okay.
Ready? Yeah.
Okay. First on our agenda is approval of the board meeting minutes, and those minutes were from November the 20th, 2023, November the 22nd, 2023, November the 27th and 29th from 2023. We've received those minutes and have reviewed them. Does anyone have any changes or corrections?
I do not. I'll move approval of the meeting minutes as they appear in our packet.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries. Next is the discussion of the November the 7th, 2023 general election anomaly report. Ms. Poland?
Yes, a copy of the report is in your packet. If the board recalls, there were 7 voters since the last meeting that we had been unable to reach. Those voters are highlighted on your report. Staff mailed a letter to each one of those voters requesting they contact the director or deputy director. We did hear from voter number 1, who contacted the deputy director and explained that she did not place a stamp on her vote by mail ballot envelope, contacted the post office and was told that it would be returned to her for insufficient postage. So she went to her polling place and cast a provisional ballot on election day. Voter number 15 also did reach out to the deputy director and the director, playing a little bit of telephone tag, so we've not been able to speak with her. We've not heard from the remaining 5 voters on the list. Staff is asking for a little bit more time to reach those voters and report back to you on January 2nd at your next meeting.
With that, I'll go ahead and move that we table this item on the agenda and just move it to our January 2nd, 2024 meeting, Madam Chair.
Okay. Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstain? That motion carries. Okay. Next is discussion March 19th, 2024 presidential primary ballot and provisional envelope quantities. Ms. Poland?
The report is in your packet. This report meets the minimum standards per Secretary of State directive. We will be adjusting the amounts after the filing deadline, once we know how many primaries and what jurisdictions will have questions and issues. So we will be bringing this back before the board, but you're required to adopt the allocation more than 90 days before Election Day.
I'll move approval of the, at this juncture, the presidential primary ballot and provisional envelope quantities as recommended by staff again at this point.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries. Next, discussion March 19th, 2024 presidential primary equipment allocation. Ms. Poland?
The allocation is in your packet. This meets the minimum standards prescribed by the Secretary of State and is our general allocation for countywide elections.
I'll move approval of the primary equipment allocations recommendations of the staff.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? And that motion carries. Next is personnel matter, 2023 pay in lieu of vacation leave. Ms. Poland?
Yes, a list of the staff that has requested pay in lieu of vacation leave is in your packet. This is per board policy.
I'll move approval of the pay in lieu of vacation leave consistent with the board's policy.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries. Next is discussion of the 2024 board meeting schedule. Ms. Poland.
Yes, that schedule is in your packet. It was also circulated to the board via email. If you'll notice, the first quarter of the year of 2024, the meeting schedule is not our normal second Tuesday of the month. Those dates have been adjusted due to the March primary. So staff recommends approval of the proposed schedule.
I'll move approval of the proposed board meeting schedule.
Second.
Any more discussion? First, I thought, not January the 1st, but it's January the 2nd.
January 2nd, yes. That's the deadline to certify the candidates for the primary.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And anyone opposed or abstaining? That schedule is approved. Next on our agenda is the Hamilton County STAR Program Service Time Achievement Recognition. Ms. Poland.
Yes, there are 8 staff members that we will be recognizing this morning. Each one of those staff members reached a milestone year of service, public service. So the full-time staff is making their way in now, and a list of those staff members is in your packet.
Okay. I always enjoy this part of the meeting. Everyone has paid their dues. And then some. Okay. Do we have?
For those standing in the back, there are several chairs available in the front.
Thank you. You know, he did what my pastor does. There's plenty of seats in the front. Nobody wants to sit on the front seat.
Is everybody here?
Okay. Do we have everyone?
I think we're good to get started.
It's a handsome bunch, I gotta tell you.
I know. It's so exciting. It's early in the morning. It's early.
Let me start.
So, Madam Chair, we'll start by recognizing those employees who have reached the 5-year milestone. And if the board members want to call them up, and we have a little something to say about each one of those employees.
Okay.
Well, the first one we have is Amal Jones. 5 year, 5 years of service. Amal's a BOE's election support official. He makes sure that the wheels of democracy never stop turning. He makes sure that all the equipment, supplies, and of course the all-important I voted today stickers are ready. He keeps the mail flowing through the building. He's always ready to jump in when unexpected tasks come about. And Amal's known around the office for being level-headed, dependable, and I have to verify this. I have to fact-check this one, but I'm going to say it. People don't know that he beat LeBron James in basketball. We have to fact-check that one. So thank you for your 5 years of service. We appreciate you.
Well done, well done, congratulations. Thank you, Amal, for your service.
Okay. Oh.
Here, I'll do this one.
So,
Be in the middle. There you go.
Amal, stay up over here. We'll do pictures of the groups by their year cohort, so just hang tight for a second.
Next is Skip Jones, 5 years. Skip, come on up. The BOT's IT manager is responsible for maintaining the board's technological assets, network security, and managing the vast and complicated databases required to administer modern elections at this time. As such, Skip Jones is a crucial member of the BOE team. He makes sure our employees have the tools to do their important work, and he has never, ever known to save a certain member of the, he's known, I know who that is, to save a certain member of the board from time to time when she had gotten locked out of her mail, and I thank you. As the resident of the office comic book and science fiction geek, Skip has an encyclopedic knowledge of pop cultural and has quite the collection of memorabilia on display in his office, and that is absolutely true. It's kind of a pleasure to look in there. Skip.
We'll get a picture of both of all and Skip together with everyone.
Ah, okay. All right, next up, Mel Gertz, come on up with a bad tie on today.
That's a great time.
Polling locations coordinator Mel Gertz is responsible for the pretty easy job of only securing hundreds of facilities throughout Hamilton County to serve as polling locations on election day. Well, that would be Elections Day, or election days, many. Three elections in 2 years, right? 6 elections in 2 years?
According to Alex's notice,
Right.
4 elections in 10 and a half months.
All right. He is known as courteous and friendly, works well with polling location owners, which is not always easy, Mel, so congratulations with that. Elections administration can challenge anyone's endurance, which is why it's important to be heavily carbo-loaded. The staff is always appreciative when Mel brings in his trademark banana walnut bread. How about some here? Which keeps the staff going through long work days. Mel, thank you for 10 years. We'll get a team picture, or?
We have one more person with 10 minutes.
Okay.
Stephanie Knox, 10 years, come on down. Stephanie Knox gets it done, and that's all you really need to say. Our voter services supervisor is an absolute workhorse. When a project needs to be done quickly and with accuracy, you know you can depend on Miss Stephanie. She leads by example in the voter services department, where she is always ready and willing to put in the extra work necessary to make sure the voter rolls are accurate and very eligible, and every voter has a chance to cast their ballot. Thank you.
The next person isn't present today. He's out on medical. David Allen, 15 years. David is the polling location coordinator, responsible for making sure that all the registered voters in Hamilton County have a safe, accessible place to vote, and that's over 600,000 voters. He works with a positive attitude and never shied away from rolling up his sleeves and doing some manual labor. He's the office handyman, a diehard Bengals fan, but perhaps he's best known for having the best drip in the office. But I want to add that, you know, he's better known as Super Dave, Superman.
Yeah.
So thank you, David, for your 15 years of service.
Well, next is this thing turn? Is Bill McJoint. You know, I'm inclined to make this a roast rather than a. In theory, he keeps things, you know, on the straight and narrow here. All jokes aside, Bill McJoynt, of course, has the incredible responsibility of keeping us cyber safe here. I'm not going to stay with what you wrote, Alex. I'm going to go off script. Anyway, his job of network security is a unique challenge to this board. He has, through several generations of technological modernization, kept this office safe and secure. Most importantly, he helps Chip and I get our emails. But anyway, Bill McJoynt, thank you for your efforts here and for leading us in the pledge every week, practically,
Yes.
along with Rachel, too. So anyway, Bill McJoynt, 20 years of service. Thank you, Bill.
Go Navy.
Okay, next is Dan Rowley. Also, 3M, meticulous, methodical, and masterful are the words that describe the work of Dan. As the election equipment supervisor, he oversees a team of employees who program, test, and deliver the election equipment used to capture every vote. Yes, I said, let's say that again, every vote. Thank you, Dan, for that. And the people of Hamilton County should know he's the guy right there. The work requires a commitment to precision and security, which Dan embodies. Everyone in the building knows the sacred mantra, don't touch Dan's stuff. Despite the serious nature of his work, Dan brings a charming sense of humor to the office. He is an avid fan of classic rock. Yes, right. That was a little sense of humor right there, yes. He is an avid fan of classic rock and never forgets to wear purple on Fridays to honor his beloved, whatever that boys' high school is on Glenway Avenue. God's High School, yes. Yes. 30 years of service in any field is impressive, but Dan's commitment to professionalism and high standards mark a truly admirable career, and I will give him props for being a beloved Panther. Thank you, Dan. We've got one more. You're up.
Oh, okay, we're going to do both 30s, okay.
Oh, we got two.
All right.
Well, last but certainly not least is our friend, the director. You know, I was driving over here today. I thought, I'm going to share a little story about Sherry that she doesn't know I'm going to share with all of you. You all know Sherry to be poised under pressure and deals well with adversity. And, when a challenge comes her way, she deals with great poise. And I'm going to tell you a little story. So about 10 years ago, maybe more, my wife and I had a little boat, and it was a little boat down on the river. And it was, for those on the west side, we're right next to the Cabana Bar there, and we had made a habit of going out around 4:30 or 5. We would take a ride up the river and stop at one of the marinas, maybe have a bite or two, and knowing she's a good west sider, maybe a beer along the way. And so we hit the water. I think there had to be 6 or 8 of us in the boat, and Sherry was in the front. And again, this isn't a yacht, folks. This is just a little runabout 25-foot boat. And I was captaining this ship on this particular day, and we hit an unfortunate wave. And the wave was such that it came over the front of the bow of the boat and soaked Sherry from about navel on down.
Oh, my God.
I mean, she was absolutely drenched in the first 15 minutes of this little 4-hour voyage. And I've known Sherry a long time. I knew her before then. And, we had a couple other, it was sort of a work outing, though. We had some other folks from my jobs and things just out with us on a beautiful Saturday. But poor Sherry was drenched from the waist down for the entirety of the evening. And my wife is looking at me like, you don't understand how mortified this woman must be, having just, been with coworkers, really, and to be handled in this situation. And I saw on that day her poise and her ability to fire back a couple of beers. But anyway, I tell that story in all fun, and I apologize in front of everybody, Sherry, for hitting that wave. So, again, Sherry is 30 years with the county. It's hard to believe. I think I've known you for almost all those 20 years here at the BOE. She really is an indispensable part of this operation. She is a nationally recognized elections administration professional. She does this job with grace, compassion, and a commitment to fairness that I know is recognized around the state of Ohio. So thrilled that she's here 20 years and 30 with the county. Hope she'll go 20 more. Sherry Poland, congratulations.
You know, when you look at the range, and then we have individuals who may not be quite near the 30, but look what you have to look forward to after 30 years. You survived it, and you still have a smile on your face, and it was all worth it. There are times when we say, I don't know if this is really worth this, but yes, it is. We've all been in that situation before. So again, I just thank everyone in this room, all of you guys who have gotten us through this 2023. We survived 2022, 23, and we're going to survive even better 2024. So again, give everybody a hand, please.
Can I also just add that I think Chip and I would agree, at least over here, that you can feel the love in this room, can't you? You really can. You can feel the love in this room, and I think that's an incredible thing about the workplace. No workplace is perfect. We all know that, but I can tell you that I can sense the camaraderie and the love that is present here and during this holiday season. That feels really good, Madam Chair. So I'm just pleased to work with all of you, and congratulations to those people who've put in this long commitment to this organization. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other business?
Well, I just want to say thank you for your hard work and sacrifice, because I know firsthand from being in here for years too that there's a lot of sacrifice away from your family and your friends and some of the activities you might want to do. You had to, you be here instead of being, at an event or spending time with your family. So thank you for that hard work and sacrifice and that commitment to making sure this is done right. And Hamilton County leads the state. I say that we lead the state in election administration. So keep up the good work. Thank you.
Madam Chair, while we are on the subject of recognizing staff, I did want to raise for the board that today is the last day for our registration editor, Beth Lucan. She's retiring and moving on to spend more time with her family. So, Beth, why don't you stand up so we can I'll give you a round of applause.
Congratulations.
Oh, David. No.
Can we ask David to come to the front, please?
Well, come get your.
Well, come get your.
Get your pen and your picture.
David, congratulations.
Am I taking a picture?
Yes.
Right there? Where, right here?
With your Bengals shirt on. Congratulations. Okay, do we have any other business?
No, not from
Madam Chair, I'll move that we adjourn.
Second.
And I wish everybody a happy holiday. There's Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's, all of those holidays. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you.
This meeting is adjourned.